That's toothpaste, I swear to God. Welcome back to another review. Today we're looking at this week's episode of Smackdown. The last Smackdown actually before the WWE draft, which is always fun. And especially needed this time because there are definitely some matches that I've seen way too many times that we'll get into later. So let's get into it. Our first match, although being a rematch, isn't one that I'm complaining about. It was LA Knight versus AJ Styles in a number one contenders match for the WWE Championship. This match was awesome. Despite their ages, these two are incredible in-ring performers and have amazing chemistry. AJ especially, he recently said that his age is starting to affect his performance, but me personally, I can't even tell. He did that one move that blows my mind every time, that springboard backflip into a reverse DDT. It's the coolest thing ever. I'm lying, but it's still really cool. And he's turning 47 in 2 months. Do you know anyone that age that can do these kind of things? It's basically magic. And anyone who says LA Knight was just a flash in the pan is wrong. The fans are still behind him 100%, including me. I love him. And the great thing too is I was fine with either one of these guys going to Backlash to fight Roman. Oh yeah. I was fine with either of these guys going to Backlash to fight Cody. LA Knight, yeah, because he has to win a main championship this year. I mean, at least a mid-card title, right? Something, please. Money in the Bank would be awesome. Okay, maybe do that. He should have won last year. You know, he gave it to Damian, which turned out okay. And then if AJ won, that would be really cool too, because him and Cody both were leaders of the Bullet Club in Japan, which I'd bet $1 million they're going to bring up in their promos. So I give the opening match thumbs up. Okay, here's where things got interesting. Since we got new tag titles on Raw, everyone pretty much suspected the same thing for the Smackdown titles, right? And they did not disappoint. These look amazing. They're unique enough to stand out, but they still give that classic, prestigious feel. Like I said in my Raw video, these titles don't look like toys anymore, but they're still cool enough for me to want them in my room. So now that we have all the new titles in WWE, I'm gonna rank them real quick. The women's tag belts, the Intercontinental belt, the WWE belts, the United States, the World Tag Belts, the WWE Tag Belts, and finally the World Titles. And just like Raw's episode, we went right into a number one contenders match for these new belts. And everyone involved must have seen Raw's match and thought, yeah, we can do better, because this match was insane. There were so many cool spots. The best one by far was when Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate did a moonsault off the top rope onto the outside of the ring, and then Montez Ford leaped over the ring post at the exact same time. And I was really happy that the Street Profits won, because now that the Judgment Day aren't holding these titles hostage anymore, we can finally see new champions, which the Street Profits definitely deserve. And I'm sorry, A-Town Down, but I'm tired of these extremely long title runs that WWE is obsessed with. So to make it interesting, someone's got to have an extremely short reign, and I think it could be them. And here's where things get even more interesting. We get more Bloodline drama. And Solo Sikoa may not be good at math, but my boy has drip. Roman Reigns has been gone for a while, so it's clear that Solo Sikoa is taking this opportunity to take charge. And you know what? Good on him. He's making the decisions now. He even brought in Tama Tonga. I'm not really sure how it goes. I think it's Tama Tonga. I'll just roll with that until I watch it again. But anyway, this guy is a menace. I thought Solo was supposed to be like, you know, the rough enforcer guy, right? But this guy is on a completely another level. He rammed his car into Kevin Owens and dragged his bloody body to the ring. It's pretty hardcore. And it's so funny because the whole time Paul Heyman's pissing his pants. The poor guy has no control over these two. And the worst part is Nick Aldis didn't even scold Solo or Tama Tonga. He scolded Paul Heyman as if he can actually do anything. This whole segment is great. Thumbs up. And here's where everything kind of fell apart. We had the LWO face Legado del Fantasma again for the millionth time. I can't do this anymore. I'm genuinely going crazy. Remember earlier when I said the draft was necessary because some things were getting way too repetitive? This is what I was talking about. I can't. I had hope that this was the moment that Carlito was going to turn on the LWO. But it didn't happen. It was the same thing. I don't even know who won. Why? Hopefully this is the last time we'll see this feud. Hopefully in the draft we split these two teams apart. But hey, on the bright side, it was main event time. And a wonderful one at that. Not only was it for the WWE Women's Championship, but it was also Bayley's first time on Smackdown since WrestleMania. Which had me confused a little bit. At first, at least. I thought to myself, why has Bayley not shown up since then? but then I realized this was only the second Smackdown after Mania. My fault, everyone. I thought it's been longer. Time goes by extremely slow in college when it's close to summer. We're so close though. Anyways, back to the match. These women are so good. It's been a while since I've actually seen Naomi wrestle, but she has such a unique moveset. She pulled off some kind of Mortal Kombat type scorpion kick towards the end that I thought was pretty sweet. But unfortunately, before we got to see more, Tiffany Stratton came in and caused a disqualification. I say unfortunately because this was Bayley's first title defense. I thought they really should have gave her a clean win, really to solidify her as champion, right? Does that make sense? So if it were me, I would have waited for Tiffany to come out after the match. But if I put that to the side, hey man, I love me some Tiffy, what can I say? And I know she has so many fans. And I actually kept replaying that moonsault she did on both Bayley and Naomi at the same time over and over again because it really was perfect. Like, she lands perfectly, a couple inches short, and she would have crushed Bayley's head. And can you imagine the pressure she must have felt? One, she's still pretty new. Two, this was the main event. There were 15,000 fans watching her in that moment. And three, it's a moonsault. It's a pretty difficult move to pull off. But no, she did it perfectly. She is extremely talented. And that was the show. To sum up my thoughts, LA Knight and AJ Styles set up the main event for Backlash pretty good. The new SmackDown titles look awesome, and I'm excited to see Street Profits fight for them. The ongoing story with the Bloodline always keeps me wanting more. And the main event had some good wrestling with people I really like, and we even got some Tiffy. Despite the LWO stuff, everything was pretty good. Well, that's all I have for now. I hope you have a great day and follow